Hello everyone and welcome back to my Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes Let's Play. The last time we got ass. We got ass in the Aryan Road mission. And I was surprised. I thought I would not make it through damage as well, but I actually did not too bad after that. But yeah. We defended Aryan Road, we kind of cornered Edelgard, kind of defeated her, then Talus came and made her into the giant demon monster, just like a normal Tuesday. And I don't know. Now it's kind of shocketh, and yeah, dealing with that.
Understood. After what happened to Edelgard, I dare say they had little choice.
We must treat your wounds, Your Majesty. They will only worsen without proper rest.
You needn't worry about me. The Empire is on the back foot. This is our chance. Secure Aryan Road at once!
Yes, Your Majesty.
Edelgard called my father's killer Talus.
Hey, Dimitri. I didn't catch more than a glimpse of the guy, but something's not sitting right with me. His power was so familiar. He might be another one. Like Tomas. And like me. How am I connected to them? Just what is this power I have?
I understand your concern, but my thinking remains unchanged from 2 years ago. Whatever the truth of your abilities may be, I trust you, and I will continue to do so. I only wish I had more to say than that. My apologies. Still, if your power truly is the same as that of Tomas or this Talus, then we may find that the questions hanging over the two of us share a single answer.
What do you mean?
Edelgard said it was Talus that murdered my father. Of course, it is the peak of folly to take an enemy's word at face value. But if she spoke true, then neither the Western Lords nor the Empire are the root of this strife. Another faction skulks in the shadows of Fódlan, bending matters to their will. And if we suppose Cornelia was party to Talus and his dark schemes, her actions become all the more explicable. I alone must bring light to this darkness.
You're doing it again. You don't hold a monopoly on revenge, you know. Or on truth-seeking for that matter.
Could you imagine having a monopoly on revenge?
I need to know what happened too. I need to face the reality of my past. I'm in too. I want my father to finally have closure.
I know I don't have the same kind of shared history all of you do. But I do share your desire to know the truth. Both about myself and everything else.
Yes. Yes, you're right. Forgive me. For the time being,
Dimitri.
we have defended the fortress ably, but lost countless capable officers and soldiers in the process. Even I will need time to recover before I can wield my lance anew. Once we've secured the Silver Maiden, we'll return to the capital. Edelgard.
Edelgard indeed.
Are you certain?
Ugh, God, not this arc.
Most. Adrestia is yours to command in the Emperor's stead. None remain who can stop your ascension to the peak of this empire.
And what says Her Majesty?
Nothing at present. A grave injury suffered during the siege of Aryan Road has left her unable to speak.
Oh God.
Come now, Duke. Haven't you always dreamt of saving your dear empire in its time of greatest need?
Yes, you have a point. I will take up arms to solve this crisis. Under my rule, we shall crush the Kingdom and Alliance both, and unite all of Fódlan beneath the ever-majestic banner of Adrestia. The unfulfilled ambition of countless emperors past will be made manifest by none other than myself. Ludwig von Eyre, savior of the Empire.
Then we will lift you up from the darkness, until the day you inevitably stumble back down.
God, poor Edelgard.
Having driven off the Empire and defended Aryan Road, Fargus gains a distinct advantage on the Western Front, while the indisposed Emperor retreats to her palace in Enbar. Capitalizing on Edelgard's condition, control of Adrestia is wrested away by the now regent Ire. However, the citizenry grows quickly resentful of his brutal manner of governance.
Finn. Who is Finn? I think I made that same exact joke the last time as well.
Azure Gleam. Fanaticism. The year is 1182. 5 moons have passed since the battle at Aryan Road. While the war itself has changed little in this time, Adrestia has undergone a striking transformation. Its rivers run red with the blood of its citizens, who are beset by rampant pillage and slaughter. Dimitri resolves to kill the Emperor, dismantle Adrestia, and put an end to this grim reality.
I like how they're showing Edelgard instead of freaking Duke Ire.
Is this true, Lady Rhea?
Also, I can't believe they literally just traumatized Edelgard into muteness. Oh my god. Why are they gonna do her like that, man? Why are they gonna do her like that? And of course Duke Ire taking over? Oh no, my god. That's just cruel, man. Just cruel.
It is. Edelgard told me as much before she left to deal with the upheaval in Enbar. Regent Volkard von Arundel was colluding with Tomas and his fellow knaves. For many years, Lord Arundel was a pious adherent to the Church and its teachings, until one day, his contributions abruptly ceased. Speaking of it now, I realize such a sudden change ought to have raised suspicion.
Just like Tomas, he became an entirely different person almost overnight. We had a similar occurrence in Fargus as well. Do you know of the court mage Cornelia?
The one who cured the plague, yes? So she too.
Indeed. I have reason to believe she conspired with Lord Arundel to murder my father. I had assumed them to be agents of the Empire, striving to sow discord within our lands. Yet back at Aryan Road, the Emperor herself was assaulted by a dark mage who we can assume is in league with Tomas. Whoever these people are, they clearly have their own objectives in this conflict.
As for the man who appeared, Talus, was it? It seemed as though the Emperor recognized him.
Yes. She also claimed this Talus was the one responsible for my father's death. I find it difficult to take a bitter enemy's assertion as fact. But the pieces do fit.
Sorry, am I interrupting? It's been a while, Dimitri. Rhea?
That it has, Claude.
Hi.
I'm sorry you had to come all the way to Ferdiad for this.
Wait, are we gonna make a pact with the Alliance? Let's go.
That makes 2 of us. I could think of plenty of better places for a meeting than this chilly old capital of yours. Of course, I'm the one who asked to stop by in the first place. Thanks for seeing me, Dimitri. The Empire's sure been busy lately. An uprising over here, a siege over there. You'd think they'd get tired of causing so much chaos. But now they're looking to cross the Aramid and do the exact same in Alliance territory. I doubt it'll be long before we start getting hit with some serious losses. Which brings me to my point. What say we partner up and use our combined strength to bring the Empire down?
I am grateful to hear such a suggestion, Claude. Hardened as our soldiers may be, even the combined force of the Kingdom and the Knights of Seros pales in comparison to the staggering might of Adrestia.
If we ever hope to take their capital, we'll need to splinter their army between east and west. And, as Enbar lies in the southernmost reaches of the Empire, carving a path to it will not be an easy task.
I could get behind scattering their troops, but they've got a bear of a man in Count Bergley's defending their eastern flank. Passing through Hevring territory in the west won't be smooth sailing either. The Ogma Mountains aren't exactly what I'd call welcoming.
You're right. Any attempt at head-on assault will leave our forces depleted and exhausted before we even reach the capital.
But hey, you're in luck. I have a plan. A way we can target Enbar without so much hassle. All we have to do is claim one vital stronghold, and their sway in Fódlan will shrink dramatically. Any ideas what it is?
Garreg Mach.
Hey, you really know your stuff, Dimitri.
Garreg Mach is sacred to us. Reclaiming it would provide a significant boost to morale. But how do you propose we strike at such a well-fortified location?
We'll draw the Imperial Army out to our respective front lines, then launch a pincer attack on the old monastery from both the east and the west. It's not the fanciest plan in the world, but it's all we've got right now.
Then allow me to suggest an idea of my own. I believe we should approach by way of Aela. The valley is not closely guarded by the enemy, and its narrow paths negate any numerical advantage they may hold over us. If all three of us dispatch our best warriors, then I am certain we can retake Garreg Mach.
The Valley of Torment, huh? You're a better tactician than I gave you credit for, Rhea. How about this? First, we create a diversion by sending separate forces to the east and west and making it look like we aim for their capital. That'll split their focus. Then, when the time's right, we shift our attention to Garreg Mach, sending an army through the Valley of Torment to reclaim it.
The issue then becomes how to hold our ground on both the eastern and western fronts. The west does not concern me on its own, but we will have Count Burgleys to contend with in the east.
The trick is engaging the enemy as little as possible. And don't worry, I've got a few surprises up my sleeve if we need them.
The Knights of Seros may be few in number, but they are all the more agile for it. They will act separately, providing reinforcements wherever necessary.
Thank you, Lady Rhea. The support is much appreciated.
Tell me, Dimitri, are you gonna stay buddied up with the Central Church once this war is over?
My people still seek their guidance. So long as that is the case, I will continue to offer them shelter.
Meaning what? You'd toss them out on the street if nobody needed them anymore?
I doubt such a day would ever dawn. Territories may change, but people's hearts will always be stubborn things. Even if we started our own church like the Empire has, there's no guarantee our citizens would accept it in any timely manner, or at all. Let me ask you, Claude. How long do you plan to maintain this partnership with the Kingdom?
I hope we can keep this beautiful thing going for many years, long beyond the trouncing we're about to hand the Empire.
That glint in your eye says otherwise. But I'm glad to accept you as an ally, for the time being at least.
Come on, you can't seriously be doubting me already. Learn to trust a little, Dimitri.
I'm sorry, Claude, but that sounds like the opposite of trustworthy.
And speaking of trust, I trust you'll be throwing a big feast tonight to celebrate the occasion. I can't wait to taste that old-fashioned Fargus hospitality.
Do they even have food at Fargus anymore?
Hard to believe it's already been 6 months since the siege back at Aryan Road.
Quite. It's no surprise we've been at a standstill, though. Both the Empire and Kingdom suffered heavy losses during the battle. But lucky for us, it seems the ice is finally thawing. Let's hope you've kept your wits as sharp as your blade all this time.
Ah, there you are.
Hey, what are they doing here?
Were you not made aware? Our fine leaders have seen fit to integrate our armies, as we'll be fighting on the same side from here forward. Claude was quite insistent on our joining you on the Western Front.
I just wish it wasn't so cold here. I can feel my muscles tightening up already.
Yes. I had hoped the cold would at least bring a picturesque snowscape with it, but alas.
I'm sorry to say we receive little snowfall in this part of the kingdom. I imagine our winters aren't all too dissimilar from those you experience in Leicester.
So, what would you like us to do?
Well, I guess there are two options. Either you all can stay on the front lines with us, or join the rear guard and help in a more indirect way.
Either is more than acceptable for us, though I should say our preference would be to fight by your side. If we fail to distinguish ourselves here, there will be no end to Claude's sarcastic wit upon our return.
The disdain is real. Hello? Oh. This decision will allow you to recruit specific units. I mean, sure. I mean, I don't need them, but I also wouldn't say no, right?
Let's take them at the front with us. That's where we're gonna need the most help.
Agreed. We can discuss further with the others later, but it's safe to assume that is the direction we'll head.
Very well. Allow us to show you what Alliance soldiers are capable of.
Nice of Claude to be sending us back up.
Indeed. It's hard to know what their motivations may be, but we need all the help we can muster.
Your tone's telling a different story, though. What's up?
It's merely that we all have our own reasons for taking part in this fight. Everyone, Claude, Rhea, even us. Each side is watching the other like famished hawks for the slightest hint of foul play.
What? You mean there's more to this thing than just stopping the Empire?
Yes. For my part, I would like to uncover the true nature of this enemy hidden in the shadows of Fódlan. The Church likely wants little beyond the reclamation of Garreg Mach. As for Claude, who can say? Rodrigue should be joining us here in the coming month, after he's finished tying up loose ends in the west.
Oh, good that I have played as him already, so I don't have to wait. Let's go.
But even as our numbers burgeon, we can't afford to lower our guard. The situation demands constant vigilance.
Vigilance indeed. No. Oh, that is a long war map. Lawrence and Raphael and Ignaz and Marianne separately parted ways with Rodrigue. You can now acquire the Great Lord. Let's go. Some units have gained new battalions. Alright, Dimitri asked to see me. Something about the decision he's making. Oh, probably about the okay, we got new music. Let's go. But it is also different than the Black Eagles one. But also, it's probably about the strategy meetings or whatever. Yeah. I'm actually like, okay, what? Oh, he probably is like the King of Lion Corp. Why do they always do this? Why is this good against swords? Oh yeah, I gave him thunder because yes. I think he actually learns Essence of Thunder. I think. Light, not thunder, whatever. Same difference. Let's go to Dimitri first, I guess.
I've been waiting for you.
I've been waiting for you, Maya. Follow me, we will begin the meeting at once. Strategies, battle suggestions, whatever, all the same. I'd like to hear from everyone. Please share any suggestions you have.
I have an idea.
Slightly increase the class experience gained when training in the class with swords, lances, tomes. I am trying to think. I think I have mostly lances.
I've had a thought.
Like I have Mercedes, main character, Felix, Catherine. And then I don't have Dimitri, Ingrid. Why do I keep struggling with the names? They're literally in front of me, the portraits. Rodrigue. I mean, he's not here at the moment. I don't know. I think
I have an idea.
I might have more sword people. I mean, I do have Catherine now, but I also
proposition.
I also want to try Dimitri's class, so let's go with
Then
that.
it is settled. Place your trust in me.
Yes, I will. That's settled then. Ready yourselves for battle. The effects of Ingrid and Seth's suggestion are now active. I still need to play a Seth, so that isn't too bad.
Impressive.
Excellent work, Maya. We now have a solid plan thanks to you. Our battles will only grow more intense from here on out. There's no telling when we may lose one of our dear allies. You may want to spend time with them while you can. That way you will harbor no regrets should tragedy strike. It sounds so ominous to say it like that. thing about my friends reminds me of my old mercenary band. Actually, I made a little something when I first became a full-fledged mercenary. Might not be a bad idea to give that to someone. It'll be my way of saying I'll always be there for them. Merc whistle. Let's give that to the most random character. Honestly, I should give it to Felix. I should. Honestly, I kind of like his ability. I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't even use it anyway. Because I think, like, my ability is just superior. I don't know, should I talk to everyone? I think I'm gonna go to the... I want to go to the war map first and see what kind of power looks we have. If we have any. Hi, Anna. Love and hate in wartime. Unsettling truth. Wait. Love and hate in wartime. That's interesting. Wait. Is that... Ooh. Oh, I see. Wait, didn't I? Oh, that's the same. I mean, obviously I'm not gonna do this one on screen since we literally did that one. But yeah, that's the one. I guess I'm gonna talk to everyone first. Starting with the random Dusker General, because yes. There are a ton of people here now, what with folks from Leicester adding to the kingdom and church's numbers. It was just recently we began to see eye to eye with the people from Fargus. I hope we can get along with those from the church and Leicester too. But yeah, what I was thinking about, like, the stories are kind of... I mean, they're not the same, obviously. Actually, they have more differences. I feel like they're in the Three Houses, but like... It's kind of, still following the same pattern, but I feel like the alliance, like the Golden Deer could break it at least a little bit. Obviously now, like in the last round, the Empire aligned with the alliance, and now like the Kingdom is allied with the alliance. So I'm kind of interested what the Golden Deer story is gonna be. I feel like this is gonna be like the Golden Deer story has the potential to be more different from these two, but even though I mean they aren't really that samey, to be honest, like from the main missions. Not talking about the little in between missions, of course, but like I don't know. I feel like they feel pretty distinct, at least from the midpoint feels pretty distinct. Like having like Duke Ire now take over and stuff. And poor Edelgard just failing her entire conquest. Damn. But yeah. What are you guys talking about? Your Majesty, please take care. Your wounds have barely healed, and yet you're working incessantly.
No.
When should I work if not now? There's no need for concern. I can wield my spear as I always have. I mean, you know what? To do is based.
No way.
You sure you're not just trying to tough it out? Getting enough rest is part of your job too. I suppose you have a point, but I promise I know my limits. And if I'm honest, my thoughts tend to stray to the situation with the Empire regardless. I cannot fully relax. If we had been able to defeat Edelgard, or better yet, Talos...
No.
What's past is past, Your Majesty. Right now we must focus on the battle before us. Yes, you're right, my friend. He is right indeed, because he's based. Hi, Seth.
A moment.
The Archbishop has long hoped to recapture Garrick Mark Monastery. Now that wish might finally come to fruition, and we have Claude to thank for it. Though I would have preferred him to be a devout follower of the church. Oof. I mean, I feel like both of these answers are bad. I wouldn't say I'm devout either. Not all of us are religious.
Oh.
Of course not. Nor would I censure you for that. However, it is undeniable that the people in Alliance territory are less religious than those in the kingdom. The Eastern Church presides over Leicester, yet they do not appear particularly enthusiastic in spreading the faith. On the other hand, the Western Church's fanatical leanings are another cause for concern. I guess. Honestly, I don't know. I think the Alliance is kind of a chill place. I mean, if you're not part of the nobility and like part of like constant backstabbing, but other than that, I feel like it's more of a chill place.
Have you need of me?
Much has changed in Fargus over the past few months. Oh, Bellius. I think I killed her in the last round. For instance, House Mateus and Gideon have new leaders, and Lord Rodriguez is currently stationed in the west to ensure conflicts are kept to a minimum. Though I expect all this is relatively calm there now, so he should undoubtedly return to us next month. Doom, beam. Whoop. Hi, Bernie. Still staying on her little shed. It looks like my days of peace and quiet are over.
So wrong!
Why do you think they're sending me to the front lines again? Is it because I'm from the Empire? Oh, this is too much pressure.
Are you sure?
It's not about where you're from. People are just counting on you. And no one's forcing you to do anything. Counting on me? Well, when you put it that way, alright, I'll do it. Yeah. Let's do it. Random person in here. You.
Are you busy?
The king's attendant is from Dusker, and some commoners have been knighted as well. I heard that even a former bandit's become a general. Oh, and a mercenary captain has too. I wonder if they promote someone like me one day. I've got more than enough ambition. Yeah. Just keep working at it. It's gonna happen at some point.
I know you.
Hey, long time no see. You haven't changed a bit. How's it been going? Good.
Right on.
I'm good. Can't complain. Though it'd be even better if we could end this war with the next campaign. Wouldn't that be nice? At any rate, I'm glad to be working with you again. My motivation goes right out the window when you're not around. Damn. Didn't realize she liked me that much.
Hey there. Hey!
We probably shouldn't lean on the Alliance too much, but it is nice to have more allies. We've even got people from the Golden Deer here now, which is really reassuring. Yes. Definitely, they're forced to be reckoned with. I'll be counting on them in battle.
I agree.
The Empire may have sheer numbers, but I think there may be hope for us yet. But as to what will happen between us after the Empire is defeated, your guess is as good as mine. Hi, Ignatz.
Actually,
This is my first time visiting Kingdom territory. There's something fascinating around every corner here. The very climate allows for diverse and rare plant life, and each town or village has their unique charms. Truly, Fódlan's vastness astounds me every day. Oh, my apologies, I must compose myself. We're at war, and I am a knight after all. I know you want to be a pioneer instead. You don't have to, like, tend.
So, anyway.
There's this guy I know. He's one of the best mercs you'll ever see. He's gotta be raking in the coin, but every time I bump into him, he's always asking for money. Last time I saw him, he was working for the Empire. I wonder if he's still with them. If he's helping with all the pillaging, I'll bash his brains in myself. Is she talking about Balthus? He is constantly broke. Honestly, I'm also constantly broke in this run, so
So, yeah.
Good on you for sticking with the Kingdom army this long. Must have been tough, huh? But your hard days are over now. I've called in a favor from Claude, you see?
Huh?
I'm not sure I follow. What did you ask him for? Meat! I asked him to get us some delicious, juicy meat, so we can all really give it our all. We'll be swimming in tasty foods from all over the Alliance in no time, so make sure you get good and hungry. Hell yeah. That sounds awesome.
Listen. Excuse me.
We are seeing each other after a long time. Are your skills still sharp? Of course. You went back to Bridget, right? Yes, home was very good. I went to the ocean and forest like when I was a child. I also said hello to the spirits. The ocean? I bet the ocean was beautiful. Yes, it was. I am wanting to show it to all of you one day. It was lovely to be swimming again. I do not hear of swimming in Fódlan. It is a great sadness. Indeed. Hi, doggo. God. More text I'm not gonna read. Let's go.
got a second?
You went back to Galatia for a bit, didn't you? How was it? Your family holding up okay? Not much has changed, thankfully. Also, my father said to make sure I sent you his regards. He said you'd know what that means. Whoa, wait, did I do something wrong? I haven't done anything right, at least not lately. It's my father's idea of a joke. I'm certain he knows how hard you've been working. And how has your family been since, your brother?
So the story is...
My father has been the same as ever, but I think my mom's taking it pretty hard. Miklan wasn't her biological son, but she cared about him all the same. Aside from that, there's been nothing out of the ordinary in Gautier territory. The straying armies came knocking a few times, but we sent them packing. I see. Well, I suppose no news is good news then. Indeed. Hey! I came here under our leader's orders. Imagine my surprise when I found out the kingdom's food is practically inedible. Maybe it's cause the land's not as fertile or something, but the grub's tasteless. And don't even get me started on the booze. I'm the best chef the Alliance has to offer. It's high time I teach these kingdom folks what real food is. Hell yeah, brother. Let's go. I support that. Hi, Flame. Our camp certainly is lively now that the Alliance has joined us. It feels as though I'm gazing upon a scene from the Academy. Ah, this takes me back. I hope there will be an opportunity for me to cultivate new friendships. It sure will be. Hi, Felix. If you'd asked me a few months ago, I never would have guessed Fódlan would be in such turmoil. I always thought the Emperor's approach was a bit rash, but it didn't seem wholly unreasonable either, at least not until the battle at Aryan Road. Duke Ayer was reinstated as Prime Minister right after that. In fact, it's almost as though he was just waiting for the Emperor's defeat, don't you think? Man, Edelgard's got it rough with this route, man. I feel sorry for her. Oh no.
What do you think?
How did it feel going onto the battlefield again? Were you overcome with sentimentality?
Right on.
Yeah, well, I was excited to get back into it. Excited, Can't say I was expecting that response. Damn. I'm sorry, Aval. But I'm just... You're not my bestie anymore, I'm sorry. After that route. So, you're a stranger to me, Aval.
Well met.
The death of the head of House Rowe marked the downfall. To be blunt, the territory belongs to the royal family now. If I make a name for myself in this battle, I might be granted my own land. Heh, the guy can dream, can't he? Still, I wonder who will end up with the Aryan Road. I don't know. Hi, Lawrence.
Good day.
We meet again, Maya. Now that I have arrived, you have nothing more to fear. For I am the one who carries both Alliance and its glorious, unreliable leader upon my very shoulders. My larger concern is for the Alliance territories. The people must be losing sleep over my absence. Maybe they're kind of glad that they get a little bit of a break, but I probably shouldn't say that to him. I must apologize. You finally have reinforcements, and yet you get me as the commander. If it bothers you, I can return to the Alliance at once. Of course, the poor girl. What are you talking about? You've already come this far. We're all counting on you, so just do the best you can.
Yes.
Right, I'll try. I like how even the game has sympathy for her. Oh no, Dorothea. Another battle on the horizon, and one that will decide the Empire's fate, no less. Have you heard how the Imperial army's in disarray? I wonder what's going on. And what has become of 80? I guess that was insensitive. Oops. I get how you feel, but you should worry more about your allies than the enemies right now. We have to defeat the Empire in order to protect this region and all the people in it. Yes, I know, but that doesn't make it any easier. No, I'm sorry. I'm alright. I can fight. The battlefield is my stage after all. No! Oh god, I hate this route. Oh, Dorothea and Bernie are so depressed. I feel like they're even more depressed than freaking Ash and Mercedes were on the other route. This just makes me sad. I was hired as a formality, of course, but I have subordinates and family in the kingdom, so it all worked out for the best. Don't worry, trust is the foundation of my business. I'm not going to betray you simply because it strikes my fancy. But I suppose I would understand if someone didn't believe me because of my circumstances. Yeah, I don't know. If we're talking about... I mean, I guess it's fine if we talk about this, but I don't know. I always feel like if someone says, yeah, you can trust me, no worries, bro, it always comes across as very untrustworthy, I don't know. But on the other hand, I don't know what you could say to make it sound trustworthy, so
How may I help you?
The Empire has greatly changed since the defeat at Iron Road. Her Majesty reappointed Duke Ire and delegated the majority of political administration to him. He should have stayed banished if you ask me. Same. Both Lord Ferdinand and the Marquis disappeared from the palace soon after. Wait. There's no future for the Empire. Joining the Kingdom Army was the right choice. Oh wait! I just realized something. So I guess Ferdy and Hubert fled. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're not dead. I'm pretty sure they just went underground. Look at the edges of that shadow. Let's go. Wait, I just realized something. Since I have spoilers, wait. I have spoilers. Dimitri. So they have a support. Like, does that mean well, at some point we're gonna like work together with Edelgard and possibly Hubert and Ferdinand and possibly all the others, I don't know, but especially these two. Are we gonna like work together and defeat like Duke Ire or like Talus together? That would be interesting. I guess it could happen. That would be kind of cool. But I don't know if that... now that I think about it, I don't know if this would be happening in this route or like in the route split, which would be pretty lame because that's gonna take a while until we get there.
That reminds me.
One time I was driving my wagon down the road after it rained, and wouldn't you know it, it got stuck in the mud. And I just happened to be passing by, and he stopped and lifted the wagon straight out of the muck all by himself. It wasn't until later that I found out that knight was the king. I just about keeled over, let me tell you. I'm forever grateful, and maybe a little frightened. A regular person shouldn't be able to do that. Yeah, he do be a strong boy. Let's look at Kitty. Kitty. Gatekeeper, my friend.
It's a great day. Nothing to report.
Greetings, Commander. Nothing to report. With all these Alliance folks coming to lend a hand, it feels like our camp went from boring to buzzing overnight. Seeing all these people milling about reminds me of when I was at Garrett Mark. Hell yeah. Dim. Oh, hey Maya, nice timing. Let me introduce you to my partner here. The name's Shamir. Nice to meet you. Thanks for your help at Iron Road. Shamir left the Knights of Ceres 2 years ago and has been working as a mercenary in the Alliance. But she's going to be fighting with us from now on. I can vouch for her skills. Yee. I mean, she is technically underleveled now. I mean, it's kind of... It's kind of odd if you think about it. Like is actually... I mean, it would make sense if the recommended level would be 33. I mean, it would make more sense than like 60. I don't know, The thing is, I don't remember this kind of stuff, but like... Yeah... I kind of just casually doubled the level you're supposed to be at. So that's an oof, man. Who's here? Oh, you two. Right when things had finally died down in the west, they go and send my father to the Alliance. He works too much, even though he's getting on in years. What am I gonna do with him? I mean, she do be the same way. I don't know if she wants to hear that. You're working a tale of two, you know. I guess the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Oh well, but I'm a lot younger than him, and I'm in better shape too. Since he's working so hard, there's no excuse for me to not do the same.
To tell the truth,
I spent some time in Camulus and was exceedingly busy helping all the people there. Many were fleeing from the Empire with the Central Church's aid.
Yeah, I don't
It must have been rough since you're back. Doesn't that mean things have settled down over there? Yes, for now. Though I'm sure the situation will grow dire once the fighting starts. The battlefield is a dreadful place, and it's truly horrifying to take another person's life. And yet, at this point, the thought of doing nothing is far worse. Indeed. Very much indeed. Did I get my supplies? No, I didn't.
Of any army.
Get all the
Everything has its
stuff.
use.
But yeah, let's go next to the horse. And I think that has been it for this episode. This is actually a longer one, but that's because I kept talking and obviously the cutscenes and stuff. Also kind of lame. We did not get like a cool like handshake picture of like Claude and Dimitri. That's kind of lame. I mean Edelgard and Claude had that handshake. Why did and like there's oath stuff? I mean, I guess we aren't really a proper alliance, but like, why not? Man, kind of lame. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the part anyway, even though it was just mostly talking and cutscenes, as per usual. But yeah, gonna look forward to seeing you guys in the next episode again. Bye bye.